Grand Rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. If y'all ain't know, man, we come with about 4 videos a week. This is for entertainment purposes. Y'all did say y'all wanted extra videos since we had some commentary got muted in the previous video. So we're gonna go ahead and drop a video, which today's video will be on Friday, which I rarely do. So y'all get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We get Monday off and we'll come back on Tuesday and start it back up again. But y'all gotta make sure y'all are subscribed, because I keep getting comments that y'all keep getting unsubscribed and y'all gotta subscribe numerous times. Y'all gotta keep hitting that sub button, man. I've been seeing some little things that's kind of off, but you don't pay none of that no attention and you continue to do positive work, positive gonna continue to come. So that's how I'm playing it. So I'm gonna just let y'all know, y'all just gotta keep hitting that sub button. We're gonna keep dropping this knowledge. We're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna make some actions to make sure we drop some positive knowledge to the world. Try to save the world a little bit while we here. You know, it's a short span while we here. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's go.
And you need to start a juice regimen. And if you got a pen and a pad, I want you to write down my favorite juice. This is the juice that healed me. I created it myself, the concoction of it, and I healed myself of all the diseases I was suffering from. I had a heart attack when I was 21. I was 264 pounds. I'm only 5'6". I had scar tissue on my heart. My kidneys was failing. I had diabetes and erectile dysfunction. And this is what healed me. So tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm writing it down.
All right, so I want you to do 7 green apples. You're going to do this daily.
Okay.
You're going to do 7 green apples. You're going to do 1 stalk of celery. 1 stalk of celery. It should have at least 6 to 7 limbs on it with the leaves. And you're going to juice this every day. This is going to remineralize your whole entire body. Okay. So the apples is going to stretch the cells and get all the toxins out of the cells. The celery sticks is going to give you all of the bowel salts that you need. It's full of natural sodium that's very good for you.
Okay. So that's the apples and celery stick?
No, we still got a little bit more to go. You're gonna use a pinch of cilantro. What cilantro is going to do is remove all of those different metals from the cells, whether it's nanobot technology, whether it's mercury, whether it's an overproduction of free unbinded iron. That's going to remove it from the cells. Okay. That's cilantro. You're going to use a handful of parsley leaf, a handful. The parsley leaf is going to open up the actual tubules, and it's going to open up the nephrons of the kidneys, so you can filtrate out properly.
Okay.
All right, you're going to use only a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That's going to cleanse out the vasal. It's going to make sure it opens and dilates the artery walls and the vascular walls to help blood flow and pump very good. And you're going to use a thumb of ginger. You should get organic ginger. Everything you get organic. Never get nothing that's not organic. Get a thumb of ginger, skin the actual ginger, and put the ginger in the juicer as well. All right?
Okay.
All right, now, hold on. You got 2 cucumbers without the skin. That's going to help you hydrate more. Cucumbers are one of your most hydrative fruits on the planet. And then a whole lemon with the skin. Last but not least, a whole lemon with the skin.
Okay, hold on.
If you do this every day, this should make you should produce at least 45 ounces of juice. If not, just add mineral water. What I mean by mineral water is alkaline spring water. You can get, my favorite one is Pana. It's called Aqua Pana. And you're going to add it to that juice to fill up to your 40 ounces. And you're going to drink that a day. It should give you 40 ounces because it give me that. But if not, you're going to pour that in there. That's going to add up to 40 ounces. You're going to drink that every single day. Do that with the Essential Glandular Kit, and I promise you that'll go away.
Hey, if y'all want to use it, y'all know where
the fact of the matter is this stuff works if you actually pay attention. Michael Jordan born on the 17th, Kanye was born on the 8th. Most of the black billionaires you're going to find are born on the 8th, 17th, 26th, or 28th because those are money numbers. The scientific fact is this. You go to Walmart, all the prices are on 8/8 because 8's the number of money. You go to Rolex, all their ads have a 28 in it because it's the number of wealth. What you believe is irrelevant. What the people in power believe actually matters. What do you know about Steve Jobs? Do you know he went to India before he started Apple? The reason he went to India was to study numerology and astrology. If you look at Apple alone, ask yourself, mathematically, 1 in 9 chance for any number to come. He's a 28 life path. He founded Apple 3/1/1977, and he incorporated 4/1/1976. He's a 28. He started the company on the 28th day, and he incorporated on the 28th day. The chances of that just happening is 1 in 30. No. 1 times 9 is 27. Times 9 is a lot more than 1 in 90, my friend.
You can now tell if labs have made your...
I'm not gonna lie, man. GG33 be like going so crazy with the numbers. Sometimes I gotta go back and and pause and listen to what he said and break down exactly the numbers. When he just go, man, sometimes he be going over my head. Spam it up in the comments if he doing that to y'all too. He be going so crazy, bro. He be on point. He giving so much information that it's so ahead that it goes over your head. You got to go back and pay attention. You have to, because you're going to miss something. It's just like reading a book twice. Sometimes you might think you read it once and got everything. Nah, read it twice. I bet you're going to find something you missed. Bet you. Especially like a book like 48 Laws of Power. Go back and check it out.
Or food at Walmart by putting a magnet on them. Watch.
So guys, been seeing all these online videos of all the meat lab grown stuff.
She in Walmart.
Magnets on the meat.
Put magnet.
If it's magnetic or if it'll stick to it.
All right, she's putting the magnet on there right there.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I put on the Walmart chicken breast. Guess what? Yeah.
That means it's grown in a farm or a lab?
Disgusting. People are eating this here.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Videos are coming from Walmart.
So she puts a magnet on the chicken, okay? And then she tries to get that magnet to fall off the chicken, okay? Now, a lot of people are saying that this is fake and that there's the other side of the chicken. It'd have to be a very powerful magnet to hold onto that magnet through some chicken. But others are thinking that this is real. Is this real? Is our chicken magnetic? Because it's got our DNA stuff in it and they're trying to take us out through the chicken? What do you guys think about this situation? And I actually think about bringing a magnet with me every time I go and buy me some chicken. Tag all your friends and see what they think about this chicken magnet thing.
You know, growing...
First of all, if you think that's fake, I mean, it could. It could be fake. There could be a magnet on the other side of that. Do I believe so, though? Nah. We just watched the first clip and he talking about some of them, the metals that is inside of you and how to pull them apart. The cilantro pulled it apart. Where do you think the metal came from? That's just one of the couple things. What about the cereal that they talk about that got the metals in it? We know that we know the cereals got it. But of course the chicken would too. I mean, why wouldn't not everybody, but most people like chicken. If they don't like anything else, they like chicken. Chicken is a common food. It's in the general terms of food. Like, it's something you can make. You can make a lot out of that. A lot of people like that. So why wouldn't they attack that like along with the water? On top of that, and they clone Tyrone. What did they attack? Wasn't there something in the chicken? I think it was.
Growing up, Legos made me want to be a fucking architect. What if I told you now, all you Lego 80s, 90s babies, y'all, I'm about to show you a Lego built house. No cap, fucking Lego. Huh? It's gotta be cheaper, right? Watch.
Whoever invented this way of building houses was really a genius. Place these wooden blocks one by one. A small villa can be quickly taken shape. This is the building block method of building a house. These blocks are not ordinary blocks of wood. The middle is filled with graphite EPS thermal insulation material. Not only is it lightweight, and it's warmer. Before construction, the model of the house needs to be accurately designed on the computer. During construction, workers only need to gently push the insulation blocks. The block will become a structure with protrusion on the top and grooves on the bottom. In this way, the upper and lower layers of wood blocks can be connected to form a wall. The long pieces of wood are then inserted into the specific pieces of wood. Then insert the same wood blocks layer by layer on the upper layer. The pillars of the house are formed. Then there are lintels, beams, and filling objects. Then lay planks on the beams. The floor structure is completed. The second floor is also constructed using building blocks. Finally, the structural units of the roof are built. Arrange these triangular wooden crossbars equidistantly and parallel to each other. villa was built. This way of building a house is not only easy and fast, the load-bearing capacity and safety performance are extremely strong, and it can be disassembled and reassembled at will. Do you want to live in a house like this?
Oh! Now, you know how you got your Legos, you had your pages that said the E parts, the A parts. Are these all labeled and comes with the fucking directions of what parts to put down? Huh? Motherfucker, you can build this in a week with your homie and a nail gun. A motherfucking nail gun is all you need. Hammer. Man, fuck that hammer. And then, that's all, what? Yeah. Lego houses. Like, I've seen 3D printing houses. I've seen tiny little... You got motherfucking Lego houses now. Lego houses. Huh? That is a Lego house. What would you call it? Lego. Yellow model chick. Yellow bottle sipping. Yellow Lamborghini. Yellow top missing. Yep. For real, fuck this phone. Piece of gods. Fucking Lego! Real quick, I just had this thought. How well will they stand in hurricane weather? Or how easily are they penetrated with frequency? Because you know how they ban lead paint. Like, just food for thought. Fucking Lego, man!
You would never worry about the term snitch or rat being put on your name?
No. They can say what they want to say, but they won't say it to my face. Only one person tried to say it to my face when I came home. He was at a gas station. Tell me, oh yeah, man, I recognize, yeah, man, that's that snitch.
Oh, that's one.
Who you talking to? Yeah, you a snitch. So I started walking towards him. Shoot, nice leading into my hand. Get a little bit closer, I'm gonna cut this fool's head off. My knife sharp in the mud. I get partway there and the guy that was whooping him stepped up and grabbed the guy and started talking to him in his ear. Like, he said, man, I don't care a damn way, you're a snitch.
Oh, that's two?
He said something else up when the guy looked down. Man, what you going? I'm finna kill you.
So last night I watched...
Nate Boone crazy. Dude in the background instigating it. That's one. That's two. Man, y'all seen that video before. We watched that video and he was like, that's one. That's two. And dude said, what you gonna do when you get to three? He said, man, we blasting. Got the going crazy. Nate Boone crazy, bro. Like I told y'all before, go check him out, man. Dude got some real mental problems going on there. He got some real, he had a rough childhood, bro. That's crazy. That first clip about the Lego house though, sounds very dope. I'd be open to it if it was my house being built. The only thing I would want to ask is, how does it hold up in weather like tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis? We need to know it all. We need, even if Cali, if I stayed in Cali and Cali don't get hit with hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff, I still would want to know. I just, for me, I would want to know. Would y'all rock a Lego house? It look convenient putting together. I actually wouldn't be too off of, I'm gonna do some research to see that, because I was gonna go into real estate as a real estate agent. Now we're going into it as an investor. So yeah, I'm looking for properties or things I can build and do things like that. So that's something I will look into. If you have already used it, spam it up in the comments. Me and you need a conversation, because we need to be able to talk about that. Where you find it, how you find it, how it work out for you. I got a lot of questions, man, before I invest into it, so yeah.
It's this movie, Leave the World Behind. I was hearing all kinds of stuff about it. And I gotta be honest with you guys, there was satanic symbolism everywhere. Not only is it already super creepy that this movie was directed by a former US president, but there was stuff all over, satanic symbolism everywhere. And things in that movie are literally happening as it's released. So it was released and they're talking about this evil cabal that runs the world and how they meet at winter solstice, and the movie's released right around the time of winter solstice. And this cyber attack brings down the entire US grid. And literally within days after this movie's released, we see that China practices hacking the entire US grid and that they are able to bring down our critical infrastructure. it really is biblical in nature because the Bible says in Ephesians 6 that our war is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, rulers, authorities, the darkness of this world, spiritual forces of wickedness in the high places. And that's literally what this entire movie was about. Now, there was a lot of stuff, obviously, that was not biblical in this movie, but you just see, it really did eerily feel like a warning about things to come. Things that a lot of us have expected to come anyway. And this is coming from the direction of a former U.S. president, which is really scary. They talk about things in that movie that you would never see in mainstream media about the wealthy elites that meet and plan these things. And yeah, it really was, there's something way deeper going on with that. And it was released for a reason. Now what that reason is, I'm still chewing on that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because creepy, evil, satanic stuff going on in this world. It is definitely the last hour. Jesus is coming back, no doubt about it. This is the last hour. Totally insane.
So like 3 weeks ago, this thing showed up at my window. It took a flash. There's no screen. There's no eye shine. And then it turned pink and disappeared. So last night, I get a knock on my window. This window. I pull up the blinds, and it's fucking sitting right on my ledge, looking at me. And it's fucking huge. It's like 3 feet tall. It's massive. And I go to pull my phone out. It sees me pulling my phone out, and it jumps away to the wire. And what it does from there is it jumps in the air and stays in the air. It doesn't move. Just stays there. I took a couple shots of it. And then, after it disappeared, these lights show up. Fucking insane.
Have y'all ever seen like a white owl? How was the experience for y'all? Because I seen a white owl twice. The first time I seen it freaked me out. I went outside, I kept hearing this crazy little screech. My first time ever hearing, I knew what, of course I know what an owl looked like. I had never heard what an owl sounded like. And I was vibing with the moon though, that night. I was out listening to like my music. I was getting lit, and I was looking at the moon and the stars. I was just vibing, but I was vibrating high that night. I kept hearing this screech. So I jumped out in the house. When I came back out, something was flying, right? But it's nighttime, so I'm like, why is something flying? But I look, it's something white. My mind registers an owl, but it wasn't that high above me. It maybe was like 13 to 20 feet above me. The way it looked at me, the way the eyes looked, didn't feel like it didn't feel like it was a bird. It felt like it was a person or something more than just an animal or a bird or something. Later down that line, I got into this bad car accident. The same side of the car I was going to when I seen the owl fly over is the same side of the car that got towed up. I'm telling you, the second time I seen it, I was coming back from the movies and it just flew over me. But I ain't never seen that white owl since. Like, I can't make that up. When I first saw that clip, I showed my sister and was like, yo, remember I told you about the owl? She was like, yeah. I was like, I didn't see lights though. It didn't turn like no lights, but I know I did see something. But that's why I want to know y'all experience as far as encountering an owl. Like, drop y'all experiences down there. The weirdness y'all, like, weird things y'all encounter, and drop that in the comments. I need to know. I need to know y'all weird encounters. Like, I'm curious.
If all the right conditions are set, the mother and the father are eating properly, and the father has to nurture the mother, or else his emotional growth and development is hampered forever. These are things required by nature, you see. So that has to occur, and they're eating properly, and they're doing things, you know, he's nurturing her,
as
writing her poems, walking
sure.
with her, singing to her, massaging her. All these things are supposed to be done to set up them on the right frequency to nurture the child. That's part of his growth and development, emotionally get ready for the child. He has to do this. So, and that's not done, then the child is dysfunctional forever. This is the way nature plays these rules. So what they're doing is using this infantilism. They know that sugar is associated with love and affection. They know that smoothie tasting food is associated with nurturing or the inability to receive the proper nurturing. The junk food industry has junked the emotions, so they know how to pimp off the junk that they have done. So they actually make you dysfunctional, and then they profit off your dysfunctionality.
Right.
That's why a lot of people like creamy ice cream at night, because they lack nurturing. They want to chew on something because they're trying to release the tension and stress. They want to crunch something because they're frustrated. They want salt because they anger. They want sugar because they lack love and affection.
Man, people don't think sometimes. Sometimes people just don't think. What you think was gonna happen? And they just, hey. Gotta love people. Sometimes you just gotta understand people. You can't dislike them. You gotta understand them, or at least try to, man. Cause I'm trying to come to a understanding on what they thought was gonna happen, being that close from that angle. At least be from the side. You gonna be from the back.
You do not know what the...
Man, whatever that is, I think I probably wouldn't have went no further. Because it looked like it might be trying to catch your attention so that you don't go no further. And if you go further, we appreciate you for the knowledge, but bro, you tripping. And you doing something I wouldn't even do. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. It kind of looked like it would have been like, hey, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to like break that one down. I'm not. Y'all can let me know.
Archon's soul trap is, then this video might save your life. First, you need to know that the Earth has become a realm to trap souls in the reincarnation cycle. Now, the Archons have done this by deceiving humanity into not allowing them to evolve spiritually and ascend their soul. Without ascending into the highest vibration where matter becomes light, we stay trapped in the reincarnation cycle. This is why constant negativity and fear is purported in the media that they control, because fear is the lowest vibration. So what are Archons? Archons were spoken about in the ancient Gnostic texts, and these life forms have no connection to source, no feelings of love. All they strive for is power. These are the dark forces that are controlling and manipulating humanity. Now, because Archons express no feelings, they cannot manifest on their own. This is why there's so much predictive programming in the media, because they put these ideas into the minds of the collective consciousness in order for them to manifest. It is the collective consciousness that holds the matrix up like glue. The only way to escape the Archon soul trap is to ascend your soul. This happens by raising your dominant vibration through meditative practice. Do not pay attention or consume anything that the media wants you to. Look within yourself and cultivate a peace within. Through this practice, you will escape the reincarnation cycle. High vibrational entities, angels, ascended masters came back to Earth to help wake humanity up from this cycle. Peace and love.
So does anyone believe in portals and in the possibility of traveling to different worlds or even different dimensions through portals? So did this man really travel to a different point on Earth or a different planet or even a different dimension? What do you believe?
Light can't really get through. You're not going to feel anything. You're not going to smell anything until the surface is literally moved. This portal becomes self-sustaining for like 2 hours. Where are you going to go for it? Taking samples of this water. Unbelievable. It's so warm. It's almost like it's just untainted. You can't see it because the clouds are covering it, but there are 2 suns right off there. One, and there's a lesser sun like right there. I think it's still Earth. It's just Earth in a different time, maybe. There it is. Two suns. Crazy. Beautiful.
Real quick, what's the difference?
Hey. I wasn't a believer of those them portals, man, them transfer portals until like just that second clip. The first one where in the parking garage and dude slid in there, I didn't believe that because I was like, why would he do that? He don't even know what it is. Why would he do that? But that second clip, now the second clip could be false too. He could be lying. But I don't think so. Because he kind of showed those 2 suns, but he talking about it could have been Earth. Okay, what about this? He said it could have been Earth at a different time. Yeah, it could have, right? What if he made it past the ice walls? And that part of the world look way different than what we see here on Earth. What if they got 2 suns and we don't? How that makes sense, I don't know yet. It's just an idea. It's just something I'm getting out there. I'll figure all the rest out. I'll think about it later on. I'll connect the dots with my story later on. I'm just trying to come up with something. Just to get it all, get everything running and rolling. The answer will come after that. But what if that was the case? But we did hear, I think Russia got portals, or they knew about portals, and we knew about portals. That's why we was in Iraq, I think, for so long. There was portals out there. Let's have that convo in the comments. But that's my idea to that one. Like, what if that was the case? And what if you go back through those portals and it send you back in time, or send you back like further in the future?
What's between giants and titans? Well, titans are Earth's self-defense system. So you think of Attack on Titan. You know how you seen them big ass things? That's Earth's self-defense system. That motherfucker finna activate very soon. You finna see a lot of motherfucking titans. There's one in the Grand Canyon. There's like a 6 or 7 around the Earth. There's one in the Bermuda Triangle. There's one in China near sort of where the Great Wall of Tartaria is. If you know, you know. There's one in Canada. There's one in all the major continents. Let's just put it like that. You remember Hawaii? You remember that island that looked like a dude? I think it was Lahaina or Maui. The way they shot a laser at the island, it looked like a giant or a titan from the side. If you took a map, like a Google map, above it, it looked like a person sleeping in a fetal position.
It's almost like they're trying to stop something. Giants are creatures that have been here for a long time. They tried to hide them out of history so you wouldn't know. They were in Tartaria. You can get a couple of books, you know what I'm saying? A lot of books they try to hide, and some people say, well, these books are fictitious that you mentioned, and sometimes, like, you know, the James W. Lee book, I know some people say, even in the front of the book, it says, this book is fictitious. They got to put that stuff out in order to publish it, right? Because if they really showed you the real shit, they wouldn't publish it. Just like patents, right? If you go apply for a patent that'll help the world, they'll deny your shit. Why? Because some of those patent systems were designed to steal motherfucking ideas or hide shit that's beneficial for humanity. You don't believe me? Look up the Invention Secrecy Act of 1952. We got so much shit, bro. So much technology that we should be on some Jetson shit right now. You know, they made a washing machine that could clear dirt with sound a long time ago. Imagine never needing to buy detergent again. The first light bulb ever created is still on to this day. Why are we still paying for light bulbs? No fucking reason. Did you know they made a car that runs on water more than 10 times? Every time it came out, something happened to the creator. Did you know an African man made a car that runs on kinetic solar power energy? It basically powers itself as it drives. When he came to America, they tried to adios that dude 7 times while he was here. He made it back to Africa. But while he was here, do you know there's a man named Adam West who created it seems like a giant humidifier that can grab air and turn it into water. He went to Flint, Michigan. You know what they did? They sabotaged his machine. And it wasn't just no random vandals. They took out key components of his machine. Do you know we have free energy towers called ether coils, aka Tesla coils, that can generate energy without cords? Imagine not needing to charge anything in your house because you have a dodecahedron, you can look that up, or a hexahedron, right, in your house that'll power your electronics. You don't need plugs anymore. Where your internet come from? Is it from satellites? Oh no, it's from fiber optic cables. Or your internet come from underground. So, what's the satellites for? That's strange. I showed you the hover car they had in the 1900s. Go to The Dr. Regenerated. Hover car, right at the top. Pneumatic tunnels. You know how you go to the bank and you put your little money in the thing and push the button? They had that for humans. What else they been hiding with technology? Blimps, you remember those? Those used to be airships. Some of those super high towers like in New York, those were docking places where they would dock. Man, it's crazy how far behind. You know, cell phones. They have a cell phone that's just plexiglass. It has no electronics in it that you can use your phone on already. Google owns a patent right now to tap in the sky. Come on, bro. I showed you robots over there in Japan. They made a Gundam. You should look up DARPA, D-A-R-P-A, the Defense Technology Company of America. They make robot insects, dogs, spiders, all kinds of shit. Underground, blacklist projects. Where your money go? If they don't ever tell you what they doing with them projects, why are we paying tax money to them? That's crazy. We got everlasting light bulbs. Imagine never having to pay light bulbs. They got cleaning supplies that could clean your house for 6 months in that Invention Secrecy Act, bro. They got so much shit, bro. You'll be surprised. But I'm not. Technology old. Told you. Flip.
I always like to go ahead and turn back to when I heard in the song when J. Cole says, why do y'all get to tell me where my tax dollars go? Why can't we just create an app like we do with everything else? And you go ahead and choose where you want the tax money to go. And they prove that that's where the tax money went. Rather than you just taking it and you saying it's going here or you saying it's going there. We got apps for everything else. Why we don't have an app for that? I don't know. I do know. But y'all know too. But again, it's for entertainment purposes. But they don't want us to know because they know that they putting the money in places that it shouldn't be going, and it ain't really helping us. It's helping them though.
Once you start loving yourself, everything else fall in place. Blessings will come your way. Linking with the right people will come your way. Once you reprogram yourself. All these youths got to do is change their way of thinking, their mind frame. They don't got to worry about trying to fit in or impress people, because that's what niggas do. Try to impress people. Nah, nigga, I know I'm out of that cycle. You can't program me.
President Kennedy was because he was going to release information on this. It's a burned document that was found, I want to say like 6 or 7 years ago, and it talked about buildings being on the dark side of the moon. He was in the Navy. He had a top security clearance. He was going to be handling video and film that came back from combat missions. And he goes, he got brought into a room one day. He said, the guy said, stay here, wait right here, I'll be right back. And he goes, so I'm standing in this dark room where they're developing the film, and the guy says, hey man, you want to see something really cool? Come over here. So he's like, oh, okay. So he goes, I go over there and check it out. And he starts showing me buildings on the dark side of the moon. And he said to me, these aren't ours. 40 different creatures that were coming here, 40 different aliens or 40 different terrestrials, ETs that were coming here. One of the former prime ministers of England said the U.S. has been dealing with a group called the Tall Whites for like the last 15 or 20 years. The Tall Whites were a group of very Nordic-looking extraterrestrials, very tall, light hair, just very, very big. There was some talk that in the early 30s that there was a guy, his name was Thor, and he was a tall white, and he was working within the Senate and Congress. You know, UFOs were as real as planes that fly over your house. I mean, he said, there's no denying it, they're there. We know they're there.
The Titanic was an inside job.
Yes, it was. The Titanic was sunk in 1912 because a guy by the name of Mr. Uster, who was against the Federal Reserve, he was such a strong figure that it put a bullet in him, the guy started a war. So they can't do that, so they built a ship, and they made sure all the most important people were on this ship. And at the very, very last minute, J.P. Morgan and all of those guys exited the ship. The ship sinks. 1913, they go to Jekyll Island. They finish the deal. The Federal Reserve is basically born. After they got the Federal Reserve in 1913, now they had the money they needed to start World War I in 1914. So it goes from this: Titanic, Fed, World War I. 9/11. I woke up. I saw the TV. I think I'm watching the movie Die Hard. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, wait a second. Flight 11 hit the World Trade Center that looks like an 11 side by side. They both have 110 stories. New York's the 11th state in the union. New York City, 11 letters. And I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here?
It's like when people say Illuminati.
See, there he go again. He just dropping number, and he making everything make sense. But then sometimes it's gonna be something you're gonna miss when he's dropping those numbers. And you know it's not a coincidence, but he about to connect the dots for you. And yeah, he gonna make me have to go back and watch that all over again. And as far as the hidden knowledge, the hidden technology, we know that they got that. I mean, we gotta be crazy to think that they don't have that type of knowledge or technology. And like he said, if our Wi-Fi come from the ground and they got satellites, what y'all think they using satellites for? I mean, in the movie Leave the World Behind, what did he say about satellites? Remember when she was like, why y'all so stuck on satellites? What did he say about satellites?
Naughty. Say their names.
Right.
Say the name. It was one time where Esso was on here, and he said, yo, it's these many families. I wanted to jump into the screen and be like, no, Esso, it's a lot of families. I grew up in Delaware. The DuPonts run Wilmington. That's not DuPont Hospital. We know the name. Say the name. Because what it does, when you say these things, it makes a boogeyman for our children.
Right.
They can't fight the Illuminati.
Or the imaginary days.
No, but you allow them.
I seen that, and I know he's making him uncomfortable.
Nail bar today. Literally. We came to this place right here in Plano, Texas, called A Nail Bar. And you don't see A Nail Bar on the outside, but that's the name of it, A Nail Bar. It's on the front, up top. Brought my daughter, 14 years old, up here with me today to get our nails done. And as we're sitting there, my daughter notices
that, and of course, she all of a sudden darts over to me. I'm sitting there. She all of a sudden just darts over to me. I'm enjoying getting my nails done. I come here all the time. She darts over to me and she's like, Mama, I don't feel comfortable. We need to go. I don't feel comfortable. I need to get out of here. I was like, okay, all right. Now she's 14. She knows what uncomfortable feels like, but at the moment I couldn't quite understand what was going on. And I was like, okay. She was like, I just want to go sit in the car. I was like, you got it. Go. You sure? I want to go sit in the car. Okay. I go back to the nail seat that I was sitting in because I had moved her away. She wanted to actually sit. She wanted me to actually remove her from the situation when we were talking. So I removed her from the situation, walked over here and talked to her. And she told me, Mama, I don't feel comfortable here. I'm like, okay, well, she's like, I want to go sit in the car. Go sit. All right, here's the keys. Go sit in the car. I sit back to get my nails done, not really thinking what was going on. Not really thinking. And all of a sudden, my oldest daughter, Tamaja, shout out to Covering. Shout out to Tamaja, my oldest daughter. Shout out to Covering. Because Riley called Tamaja and said, hey, something ain't right in there. This is exactly what happened. And what happened was the lady who was doing my baby's nails was recording her doing a live video call, not recording her, doing a live video call with a grown old man while my 14-year-old daughter was sitting in the nail chair trying to get her nails done. Now, I didn't know all this until Maja called me. Thank God for Maja. Maja called me. She said, Mama, did Maja tell you why she went outside? I said, no. Why she go outside? She said she went outside because she was uncomfortable because a grown man was on the other end of a phone that the nail technician was using while she was getting her nails done. I said, wait, hold on. What? I stood up immediately. I got my daughter on the phone, half a nail, half a hand figured done on my hands, and I didn't even care about that. I was like, hold up, wait, what? What did you say? And I asked her to repeat it. I said, hold up, okay. I said, so inside this place where I'm at right now, you mean to tell me somebody was recording or video recording or doing a video chat call with some grown man? Wow. So I stood up and I immediately started I need to find out that lady right there who just was talking to my daughter. What? Immediately. I need your phone right now because evidently there is something going on in your phone. But we need to talk about it. We need your phone right now. She immediately got to moving around, trying to delete stuff off of it. I saw her moving fast too. I said, I'm calling 911 right now. And immediately that's what I did. The cops are literally here right now doing a report. I'm not playing no games with y'all because let me tell you what else. There was a guest. This is what took it to another level, it was already at another level at that point. This is what confirmed it. That they own some stuff over here. A nail bar in Plano, Texas. Let me tell you what they up to. Because not only after my daughter, who is 14 years old, was recorded, having a video of grown man, because my daughter said she saw the grown person on the other end of the Zoom call when the lady positioned her camera to be able to see her. Whoever was on the other end needed to see her correctly. And my daughter said she saw the man give a thumbs up. Now, I don't know what in the world. And they kept asking her, who's that lady you with? Y'all, let me tell you something. And not only did they do that, the same lady, the exact same lady that decided she was going to record my daughter, the exact same lady decided she was going to take a picture of me too. How did we know that? Because one of the customers in the store saw her taking the picture. And she decided to say, excuse me, ma'am, can I tell you something? And brought me over there to her and said, I saw her taking a picture of you too. She saw me looking, but she was hoping I wasn't going to tell. But I'm letting you know. After that whole incident just happened where your daughter walked.
You know, my sister almost went to Plano, Texas. We used to work for a certain company. They was gonna let us transfer to Plano, Texas. I wasn't. I'm not messing with Texas. That's just not a place for me. Florida, Texas, them are not states for me. Alabama, main states for me. Main states for me. But when she said she was about to take the lady phone and the lady started trying to delete stuff, she better than me because I'm not built like that. Check this out. You gonna give up that phone, and if I see you making any slight moves, we about to take it through the roof. Cause now she just called war on her daughter. So like life is chess, man. So you gotta be 20 steps ahead, and sometimes you gotta be willing to just stand your ground and step on whoever's in your way. Especially if they started it, and she's starting it right there. So we gotta take your phone. You not gonna get a chance to move. We about to bum rush you. I can tell you right now, if I was with my sister, my moms, my bro, my cousins, anybody, we all gonna move the same way. That's just how we raised. She would have got probably beat up. First, we would have came normal. Well, if it was me and my cousins, she would have got, especially one of my girl cousins, she would have got rocked. Then we would have took her phone. We ain't worried about nothing that come after that. Because, yeah, who's to say if we call the boys that them people gonna come and help us? Who's to say they not working with the same people who giving the thumbs up? We don't really trust them anyway. So we gonna handle it ourselves. If that means we gotta go to jail for it after, that's what that is. You rather be sitting in a cell than be sitting in the middle of nowhere not knowing where you about to get trafficked to. I'm just saying. You gotta pick your poison here. And she would have had to give up that phone. She would have had to give up that phone. And whoever you on the phone with, we trying to get a hold of them too. That's just how it go. And if you're not trying to give it up, we gonna take it. It's simple as that. We gonna take it. You giving that phone up. You taking pictures without, we not calling nobody. You giving that phone up because now you putting me in danger and now you gotta be put in danger. That's just how it go. We try to make it back home to our families and our regular lives. Man, we ain't got time for people in their games like that. Like, she tripping. How many other people y'all think she done took pictures of? How many other little girls y'all think she done took pictures of? And that's where it's like, we gotta stand up against these people so they have something to be afraid of. Because right now, they don't have consequences. They know they know they get caught, they probably gonna get let go. They're gonna take a report and that's it. Man, we gotta start taking them matters in our own hands. Because, like, look at what they doing to us. They know they don't got nothing to look forward to as far as a consequence for their action. So that's why, like, yeah, you gotta start thinking outside the box. Like, how would you stop that type of stuff? Taking pictures of both of them. That's why I said that phone would have had the guy taken. We wouldn't have called no cops. We would have took that phone. Well, we made it to the end of this video, man. And I appreciate y'all if y'all stuck all the way through. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads, man. It's coming 4 times a week. And y'all been doing a good job with supporting, man. And I appreciate y'all. I love the collective. Yeah, the collective. The collective. I appreciate y'all, man. And we made it to the end of this, but until I see y'all in the next one, man, we gone.